Welcome to the 4th grade Back to School presentation. This slideshow was designed as a resource for you by the 4th grade team. The 4th grade site is an extension of the classroom. It will contain student-focused resources. In order to access all information, your child must be logged in at home using his or her school credentials. For example, G22 Stuart G at gtsd.net. Homework is posted to the 4th grade calendar nightly. Your child will need assistance checking the website. Your child should check the site daily for the most current information. To access the 4th grade site, sign into Google using school credentials we referred to on the previous slide. Go to the school website, www.gtsd.net. The website link is located under the Student Resources tab. Click on Greenwich School site. Once in the GES site, click 4th grade. From here, the homework calendar can be viewed. You will also have access to links for easy accessibility to school resources. Time will be set aside daily for a working snack. Snack is optional, but should be limited to one food item and/or drink. Please avoid all peanut products due to allergies. Although it is preferred that you do not bring a snack that requires a fork or spoon, if you choose to do so, you must supply your own utensil. Water bottles may be carried from class to class. Student's name or initials must be on the bottle. When possible, please send non-disposable ones. Our 4th graders are fortunate that they experienced 2 field trips during the school year. The first trip has not yet been determined. Please note, only room parents will assist the teachers in chaperoning this trip. BizTown will be our second field trip. This is a program sponsored by NJ Junior Achievement. We will need many parent volunteers to help make this trip successful. Parents wishing to assist with this trip will be required to arrive in Edison, New Jersey, an hour prior to student arrival. Our behavior policy is consistent with the school-wide policy. For more information about this, please see the school handbook. Students receive unlimited verbal praise and recognition for expected and exceptional behaviors. Genesis is the central hub for everything academic. You have the opportunity to view your child's current assignments, grades, and average whenever you log into the website. To partner with you, it is necessary for you to log into Genesis weekly. Genesis is your resource to know how your child is performing academically. It is through this gradebook that we will communicate your child's academic successes and struggles. Genesis is our first line of communication regarding student academic progress. If you would like to discuss assignments or grades in further detail, please reach out to the subject area teacher via email. If you do not know your Genesis username and password, or are unfamiliar with using Genesis to view grades and assignment comments, please contact the school office. Please refer to this slide for your child's daily schedule listed by homeroom. We are excited to implement our new language arts program this year. It is a balanced literacy approach to instruction, which includes shared reading and writing, guided reading and writing, independent reading and writing, spelling and vocabulary skills and strategies, which will result in confident, successful readers and writers. In order to meet the needs of all of the students, there will be opportunities throughout the year to group students between the language arts classes. This will promote more individualized instruction by providing materials to reinforce, remediate, or enrich skills and strategies being taught. These groups are flexible and will change throughout the school year. Even though students are assigned to one specific language arts teacher in Genesis, They could be instructed by any language arts teacher during that core. During guided reading, we will cover the Daily 5. Students will be working independently at the following stations throughout the week: word work, which includes spelling, grammar, and vocabulary; listening, which includes online activities such as Raz Kids; reading with a partner, reading to self, and writing. We will work with the students on becoming independent and responsible learners. However, after the first marking period, assignments and activities not completed in class may be assigned as homework. Google Classroom is the app used for all computer-based writing assignments. A writing folder will be on each student's Google Drive that holds all writing pieces worked on throughout the year. This writing folder helps track progress throughout the year and can be accessed by teachers, students, and parents using your child's login credentials. It is imperative that all writing assignments are worked on in class only in order to ensure a true reflection of each student's ability and progress. You are encouraged to view your child's writing assignments. However, please do not have them make any changes to their writing while at home. Any changes made to a Google document are time-stamped and visible to your child's teacher. Language Arts grading is broken down into 5 components: reading, equating to 30% of the grade; writing is also equated to 30% of the grade; spelling is equated to 15% of the grade; and grammar is also equated to 15% of the grade. Social studies is equated to 10% of the final grade. Students are expected to be engaged in some form of reading, whether personal or academic, on a daily basis. No formal reading log will be required. The majority of language arts homework will be to study for upcoming tests and quizzes. Occasionally, it may be necessary to assign other material or complete tasks not finished during class. Therefore, it is imperative that you and your child check the homework site daily. Our math program is Envisions 2.0. Students will be given workbooks and online access. Please look for login information inside your students' folders. www.pearsonrealize.com is the website for our math program. You can download the app Bounce Pages. We will use Rocket Math to practice our math facts. Knowing multiplication facts will help students thrive in all topics of 4th grade. Students will be given a fluency folder, which will be yellow, to help them practice their facts easily. Multiplication workbook will come home within the first few weeks of school. Instructional time is focused on problem solving and understanding, specifically in these critical areas: multiplication and division, which includes multi-digit multiplication with fluency, and dividing to find quotients involving multi-digit dividends; fractions, which includes fraction equivalence, addition and subtraction of fractions and mixed numbers with like denominators, and fractions as decimals and decimals as fractions; geometry, measurement, and data. Figures can be classified based on their properties. Angles can be measured, classified, and created. And graphs, charts, and data can be interpreted and manipulated to solve problems. A typical day in Miss Milstray's class includes fact fluency with a practice warm-up, a review of homework, learning and practicing a new skill, and breaking into guided math groups or whole group practice. Guided math is when students rotate in groups through stations to practice and reinforce targeted skills. Groups will be assigned to a math team that consists of 3 to 7 students. Students will work on independent practice, group activities, computer-based practice, or teacher-led exercises. Math homework is designed to be practice of a concept mastered in class. In math, a flipped classroom approach is utilized, in which students familiarize themselves with the upcoming concept through a video at home. Students are not expected to master a concept prior to class. Use all available resources, then stop if stuck. Some math skills can be challenging when they are first introduced. Students should not become frustrated with math. If there is a question or problem, please contact Ms. Milstray immediately. The mathematics grade average is broken down into 3 components: tests, which equate to 50% of the grade, quizzes equate to 30% of the grade, and classwork and fact fluency equate to 20% of the grade. A growth mindset will help students to change their perspective of math and help them to grow as self-motivated learners. It will inspire learners to embrace and persist through challenges and change, acknowledge mistakes as inevitable and necessary parts of learning, and promote curiosity and creativity as key components of problem solving. Ms. Milstray expects students to try their best both in and outside of the classroom. They should always have growth mindsets and take responsibility for their actions and learning. Math will be challenging and engaging, but should never be frustrating. Students will learn and work as a team to be innovative, solve problems, and think critically. Ms. Milstray expects to have an awesome year working with your child. Science will be taught by Mr. Begelli. Science lessons and investigations will be focused on the NGSS, which is the Next Generation Science Standards. The lessons will be interactive, engaging 21st century learners. In 4th grade science, we will focus on 4 core units: life sciences, which include structure, function, and information processing; earth science, energy, which includes Earth's processes and what shapes the Earth; and physical science, which includes energy and waves. The Next Generation Science Standards are a set of performance standards for students K-12. It is comprised of science and engineering practices, including asking questions and defining problems, developing and using models, engaging in argument from evidence, analyzing and interpreting data, and obtaining, evaluating, and communicating information. It is also comprised of disciplinary core ideas, including 4 domains: physical science, life science, earth and space science, and engineering and technology and application of science. In addition, it is comprised of cross-cutting themes, including cause and effect, and system models. Mr. Begelli expects all students to be ready to learn, be prepared and positive, be active learners and participants, be willing to work with others positively, ask questions, and be safe. Students will be assessed on tests and projects, which will make up 50% of the grade, labs and quizzes, which will make up 30% of the grade, and homework and classwork will each make up 10% of the grade. Resources that will be used throughout the year include TCI Science, BrainPop, handouts sent home, and class notes, just to name a few. Each marking period will include the following important assignments: a marking period binder check, which will count as a quiz grade; a current event in science, which will count as a project grade, and a Scientist of the Week, in which each week a student will be assigned to perform an experiment at home, where they will then share their experiment with the class on Fridays. The experiment should be done at home, where a student can film the performance or show it in class, but it should be tried at home first. More information will come home pertaining to this special, fun assignment. If you have any question pertaining to a science test, quiz, homework assignment, or project, please contact Mr. Bigelli. In 4th grade social studies, we study the regions of our country. This subject will be taught by each homeroom teacher during advisory. The social studies curriculum will be incorporated throughout the year using TCI Online as well as current event articles. In addition, the students participate in the Junior Achievement BizTown program, which emphasizes financial literacy. For report card purposes, any graded social studies assignments will be part of the language arts grade. Students in Mrs. Overman's class receive language arts and/or math instruction. It is individualized, and parents will be contacted separately about the individual needs of their child. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to working as a team this school year.